pleasure it is to have you here in the warehouse. Why have you got this on your lap?
It's the Noel waiting area.
Glad you got that one over at the top, Noel.
Morning.
Why do you think the Late Late Breakfast Show has been such a huge success, a rip-roaring success? What do you think really makes the show?
Can you ask something else? It's a bit,
Okay,
it's a bit
what
early.
makes it such a flop, such a failure? Why aren't we going to see it again?
Because it's about people, and because people can get involved in it, and because a lot of people watch it, and because it's silly and entertaining, and it's got things in it for all the family.
What are your favourite bits? What do you know? What are your favourite bits of the show?
Oh, bits of the show. My favourite bits of the show are I like the hit squads.
You like the hit? You know, I love the hit squads.
I love the golden eggs.
Are my favourite. What I think is so great is the way the hit squad works with such
and I like
subtlety.
the whirly wheel. I thought I was answering the question.
You like the whirly wheel, you like the golden eggs, you like which do you like best?
I like seeing the viewers being able to, you know, go out and do something which maybe they wouldn't have the opportunity to do, like jumping out of a helicopter and things like that.
They only have to join Blue Peter to do that, because every day.
yes, fine.
No, but for grown-ups, it's like sort of.
It's a great opportunity. It's a chance for someone to do something.
My favourite is definitely the hit squad, because you have to set up some of those in advance, don't you? Not sort of, you can't just pull them together.
We do most of them during the summer.
The ones that you did in Windsor and everything. Well, yeah. No, could you just move
No,
slightly towards me?
No,
move slightly towards me. Just a bit towards me.
What is
That's
that?
just not right. Brian!
What is that exactly?
Brian! Brian, you got a cup of tea? I'd love a cup of tea, but could you just come and adjust the sloshy custard here?
Is that
No, just sit down.
got
Just
a
sit
connection
down.
to it?
Just sit down.
They
Just
don't work
sit down.
like that.
Sit down.
In on 28,
Just
please.
sit down. Just sit down where you are.
I've been done so many times.
Brian, I think it has
Hold
to
it
come
there,
a bit
please.
further back, and so do you over here.
Jeff, can you please?
Over here, that's it. Swish it about a bit. Just
He's
there.
ugly.
Thanks, Jeff.
Back a bit, please, Jeff. That's...
All right, yeah. No, don't mind about that, Noel. Don't mind about that. But just one thing.
Oh, for you twit.
No. If you just sit a bit closer in like this. Just
What are we
Brian,
having?
could you just move it across slightly?
What are we having with
Just
it?
across this way. Thank you. Rhubarb tart? No, I think that the best thing is in the morning when you're walking around the store, when people tell you to sit somewhere, just sit exactly where they tell you to sit, all right? And don't worry about it at all. No, it is the subtlety of your hits that we all appreciate so much.
That was very subtle, that was.
Store bargain this morning are these little penguins. Have you seen one of these games before?
No.
Noddy? I call you Noddy, can't I?
You can call me anything
Pretend we're
you
old
want,
friends,
Sarah.
okay?
Yes.
Well, this is the... Just press that on like this.
Oh, great.
Now, we had one of these before as a store bargain, and we got such a terrific response from it, we decided to have another one. Hours of endless fun. So you think, you just watch them go up the stairs and go all the way down to the bottom again.
That gets my seal of approval.
Sorry, I didn't go.
That's really good.
It's not bad, is it?
It's like everyone arriving at the BBC in the morning, isn't it?
All going across the zebra crossing in the morning and up the
multi-storey
stairs.
car park, yeah.
Now, if you think you'd like to win this store bargain, have a look at a little piece of film with David Attenborough having a ball with some penguins, really joking and laughing with them, because he loves doing things like that.
This dense coat of insulating feathers with a layer of fat beneath it is...
For you, what is a breeding group of penguins called?
I don't know. Could you tell me?
What is a breeding, I'll just say that again for people who are slightly hard of hearing, a breeding group of penguins called?
And it's not cold. Answers on a postcard, please, off to this address, Saturday Superstore, BBC TV, London W12, 8QT. Thank you very much. Well, that's this week's store bargain.
A breeding group of penguins called. I have the foggiest idea.
Well, good, because you won't tell anybody then. Here's last week's store bargain, which also aroused a great deal of interest. We've got lots of people contending for this store bargain that we offered last week. Keith showed you around this lovely doll's house. And if we can dim the... Brian, could you dim the lights, please? Because we can have a look inside and see that it's all electrically lit inside and everything.
It's a shame the mortgages are going up, isn't it?
Really? Everything. Well, you see, if you get one of these, all your problems are answered, aren't they, really? All the little details up in the bathroom. There's everything there. It does impress me when they have bathrooms with proper flushing toilets.
Well, it would do. You come from up north, don't you?
Well, no, they're not that size up north.
Must be wonderful with
well,
you.
There's one outside as well. There's one outside as well.
Oh, that's nice. It's very nice. What's in the garage? I can't quite see what's in the garage.
Oh, there's a horse in the garage.
A horse in the garage?
A horse in the garage and a car. Well, it's obvious it's a car because you can see that, but what you can't see is there's a little horse down in the background. Now, the question was that at Windsor Castle. You know Windsor well, don't you?
Fairly well.
You did
after
one of your
last
hit
year's
squads there,
antics,
didn't you? Yes, one of your subtle hit squads. Let me just reach across for the all the postcards with the correct answer. The question was, at Windsor Castle...
Isn't that pretty?
That one?
Yes.
Oh, don't let it sway your judgment, though. Don't go straight for that one because it's pretty. No, dig around a bit.
Right.
The question was, in Windsor Castle, there is a lovely doll's house on public display. To which queen did it belong? Which queen did it belong
Do you know?
to?
You do know. Was it Victoria? Oh, no. It belonged to Queen Mary, and it was a Mary. Helen Mary Owens, who's 13. Saunders Way.
It's always male, isn't it?
Yes, Swansea, West Glamorgan. Derwentfire.
Well done, Helen.
Well done, Helen.
I don't know how long that's going to take to get to you, but no doubt when it does, you'll have hours of fun.
And Alex
with your-
Watson, I think that's a lovely picture. Well done. Sorry you didn't win anything, Alex, but he gets a mention. Pinchbeck, Spalding and
Maybe we could send him a consolation prize. Let's send him a consolation prize.
Very good. A lot of work gone into that.
Yeah,
There's
we'll
your
keep
winner.
those out there. You see, it's great having someone like this down in the warehouse because they know the ropes.
Organised.
They
Well,
know
if
when
you
I've got to
don't
hang on
keep
to
a
the
tab of what's
postcards
going on,
and do
you're in a
all the
mess,
stuff.
aren't
You
you?
are.
Right.
You are. Now I think we've got to
File
go back up
everything.
to someone who's... Wish you'd just move. Stay where you're put, Noel.
No.
You've moved across again.
No,
You've
I'm
moved.
keeping out of the way of custard this morning, thank you.
Mike!
Hello.
Mike, it's your turn.
Hello.
Hello, Mike.
Right.
It's your turn.
Okay, thank you.
Is
I'm
the
just
custard
studying.
up there? Have you got the custard up there?
I have got some stuff for later.
Right, here we go. With no time for a rehearse.
What's on the second
Sorry,
card?
no time for a rehearse. Here we go. Right, Michael? Right, we are recording. Here we go. Just read everything on the card.
From myself, the Whirly Wheelers, and all at the Late Late Breakfast Show, Merry Christmas from the Hit Squad. We're still on the air, don't you? You're joking.
I'd recognise you anywhere like that. Morning, Noel. How are you?
Good morning. Good morning.
Nice to see you looking neat
Oh,
and tidy. Yes,
no,
sorry. Don't worry about it. It's just...
Don't move. Tell him not to move.
Don't move, lad. No, you
So
stay
you've got
there.
to put the props somewhere, and that's just as good a place for a bin full of custard.
It's got nothing to do with me. It's the boss.
Have you met him? Late breakfast crow.
Ah, very good. Very good.
Actually, talking of breakfast, obviously these days you can get up pretty late in the day, can't you? Lounge around, take it easy, silk dressing gown.
Do get up
Yeah.
in time to, yes, listen to Steve Wright.
Yeah. So just after lunch.
Yeah.
Well, you see, I said to Radio 1 the other day that I wanted a holiday for a week. And they said, well, you can't go because there's no one to do the breakfast show. So I said, what about if I caught Noel live on the telly and said, would you do it for a week? While I went on holiday.
Yeah,
For
go
a-
on, lads. Yeah, go on.
Shut up, you.
I'll go to sleep then, you see.
For a week what?
For a week. Just for a week.
A week coffee?
For a week. You can
A
have my
week
money.
tea?
You can have my money.
Oh, that's not worth anything.
What a terrible thing. When are you going?
February. Is that right? Week in February, do you fancy that?
Short, I'm doing.
That's your week's holiday?
Any particular week?
Well, we'll sort out the dates. I mean,
I've never been offered a job
you like to
before
do it?
live on the telly.
Well, there you are.
Well, it sounds interesting. I mean, I did it for 5 years.
Record's still the same shape, still the same
Are they?
turntables. Oh, yeah.
And they sit and one deck there and one deck there.
Yeah, could you just move slightly? Sorry, just slightly in the wrong position.
Yes, thank you very
okay,
much.
sorry.
Thank you. Yeah, what can I think about it?
Yes, of course you can. You've got about 10 minutes. Right. You'll be able to
very
call
much,
Noel
yeah.
later on
Thank
01
you.
811 8055. Chat to him about whatever you like. Ask him to move 6 inches to his right, anything like that. And you're prepared for almost anything over the telephone.
Absolutely anything. Yes, yes, please. If there's anything you want to know about anything.
Fantastic. 3 men in a boat.
Yes, that was good. That was a good week.
That was great fun. And not quite as cold as that, though. Right, just a little early in the day, I know, but here's a little bit of the Late Late Breakfast Show. If you're a Late Late Breakfast Show fan, I know me and Noel are always going to sit here and watch it.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Who am I talking to?
Mrs. Graham. You got the wrong number.
Mrs. Graham, my name's Noel Edmonds. I work for the BBC.
Yes.
Have you ever heard of a programme called The Late Late Breakfast Show?
Yes.
Were you watching television at the moment?
Yes.
What were you watching?
The 80s.
You're watching the 80s? Have you got time just to go to your television and turn it over to BBC One? Have you?
Yes.
Could you just do that very quickly for me?
I've done it.
You've done it?
Yeah.
And can you see a chap standing in front of a wheel?
Yes. Noel somebody, is it?
Noel somebody, yes. And can you hear the fact you're now talking on television?
Oh, I
There you are. That's your voice coming out of your television.
am? Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Mr. T didn't do that for you, did he? Mrs. Graham, I'm sorry to have disturbed your evening.
That's all right.
Would you just do me one favour?
What's that?
Stop watching the A-Team.
From the Noel Edmonds vast collection of clothes department, another one of those pullovers that looks exactly the same as the one you're wearing.
Same trousers, no doubt the same... How embarrassing!
Terribly embarrassing.
Embarrassing.
Terribly embarrassing.
That's the
Can you
BBC
just
wages.
move that way just ever so slightly?
I'm right under it.
Are you right under? Oh, that's good.
I'll
Terrific.
keep leaning this way.
Right, I know lots of people want to talk to you on the phone and ask you about all the wheezes and the hit squad and things like that. We should have Julie Aston. If you'd like to pick up your phone, that would be great.
No,
Julie.
stop that.
Very good, yes.
Sorry? Oh, is it the one that's stuck together? Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Yes, right, we'll give you another one with a handle. The other one should have a handle.
Now I am
There you are,
getting
right.
nervous.
Right.
You just look after yourself.
Julie Aston, hello.
Hello.
Hello, Julie. You're through to Noel.
Hello.
Hello, Noel.
Hello.
Would you like to do any of the whirly wheel challenges?
Yes, there have been a couple that I would very much like to have done, but I've always been a bit of a coward and decided that it was really down to the whirly wheelers to actually do the challenges. I think the one I definitely would never ever have done was when a lady jumped right outside here at the television centre. She jumped off a crane on a rubber bungee rope. Did you see that one?
Yeah.
It was absolutely incredible, and even though I was standing a long way away watching her do that, I mean, everybody around, all of a sudden your stomach tightens and you think, oh, and we knew nothing could go wrong, but it was such an exhilarating thing to see. But no way would I have done that.
I love that confident line. We knew nothing could go wrong.
We knew nothing could possibly... Yes, well, we were all down on our knees praying nothing would go wrong, but
Is that okay?
that was terrible.
Thanks for your call.
Thank you.
All right,
Okay,
then, bye-bye.
Bye.
Right, and the lady with the illustrious name, Cassandra Hodge, is on the line. Hello, Cassandra.
Hello.
Hello. Fancy being named after a Pullman car. You're through to Noel.
Hello. What's the worst thing which has ever been poured on you?
Are you connected with this in any way, Cassandra?
No.
Oh, I had a vision of you sort of having a wire coming out of your house at this moment, connected to this custard. Well, did you just see the clip that was shown earlier of me getting it at the end of the last series?
No.
Oh.
Oh, we can still rearrange that.
Well, I was attacked with various items from above, a huge quantity of gunge and warm mashed potato is what the BBC used. Because if you
They don't use any in the canteen.
Right. Well, they made it in a dustbin, they said afterwards. There was about 100 weight of mashed potato that fell down. And just for good measure, just in case that didn't stick, they also did me with 5 fire extinguishers. But I think it was the warm mashed potato, because that got into places that I didn't know I had. It was horrible. I could smell it. It was like school dinners all over again. I could smell it for weeks.
All right.
I'm going on a bit now, and I'm sorry, I can tell I'm getting... But they're all bored as well, yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay, thanks for your
Still
call.
there?
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
I thought she'd nodded
Bye-bye.
off.
Right, she's gone now. Martin Gibson's still here. Hello, Martin.
Hello.
Hello, Mark. Where are you calling from?
Collindale in London.
From Colindale in North London. Right, you've got Noel.
Hello.
Noel, what
Yeah.
was your most embarrassing moment on the Late Late Breakfast show?
Agreeing to do it?
Yes, I nearly said the whole of the first series. I think probably potentially the most embarrassing moment was when a certain member of Fleetwood Mac said a very rude word, and there was about 3 seconds delay in the studio while everybody thought, oh, gosh, he's just said a very rude word. And luckily then the whole audience, the whole studio audience, about 500 people, all dissolved into laughter. So I thought, well, if they're finding it funny and they don't appear to be offended, we're all right. But for a moment that teetered. I can't really think of anything else. I had a lot of embarrassing moments when I used to do Swap Shop, the predecessor of Superstore. I forget guests' names and things like that. But luckily, touch crow, not too much has gone wrong on the Late Late Breakfast Show, other than, you know, phoning the wrong people and things like that. Oh, I rang a Chinese restaurant once. That was pretty embarrassing.
Oh,
that was great.
Yes, I rang a Chinese restaurant in Aberdeen by mistake. That was embarrassing. That's about it. That's about it, really.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Thanks for your call. Nigel Chapman's on. Hello, Nige.
Hello.
Hello, you've got Noel.
Hello, Noel.
Good morning, Nigel.
What was the hardest hit squad for your team to set up?
The hardest hit squad that we had to set up. They're all very difficult because we got so much preparation to put into them, and when you see it actually on the screen, you forget the problems with hiding cameras and things. I think in many respects the most difficult one was a removal prank that we played on the last series. Did you see it?
What, the one where they had the office and they was moving things in and out?
That's it.
Yeah.
That was very, very difficult to time because it was extremely difficult to time it for when they arrived, because they didn't know that as fast as they took items out of this room, we had a wall that opened and we were putting more items in. So in terms of hiding 2 cameras and the assorted 150 people that always come with us on these things, that I would say is the most difficult one we've had.
Actually, when you're watching the hit squad at home, do you get any ideas for it yourself?
No, is the simple answer to that.
Hello?
No. And we have exactly the same problem.
Yes. Do you watch the hit squad?
He's gone. Hello?
Yeah.
Are you still there?
Yeah.
I know, he's boring to talk to. You keep talking to me. If you get any ideas for hit squads, do let us know, because we do actually operate on people's ideas, and they are requests. If you've got a friend and you'd like us to hit the friend, and you think of the idea, you've got sort of, you can give us plenty of information about what they do. That's what we need. We need to know what people do, where they live, and the best way to catch them out. You've got to catch them out when they're unawares, really. That's the best way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks for your call.
Right, thanks very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye and bye. Andrew Parkin. Hello, Andrew.
Hello.
Good morning. You're through to Noel Edmonds.
Oh, hello, Noel.
Hello.
Were you ever nervous when you were at the top of the British Telecom Tower on Christmas Day?
Do you mean nervous because of its height, or nervous because of the programme?
Nervous because of the height and the programme, I suppose.
We went up there the evening before, or the afternoon before, to rehearse all the links and things. And actually, it was most peculiar because I'd been up there when... What's going on there? Stop it, Crow. God, he's got long legs, hasn't he? I'm sorry, I was being put off there for a moment. I'd been up there when it was a restaurant, and it somehow looked bigger. And when we got up there, it looked very, very small when we put a few cameras in and we filled it with people taking telephone calls and things. And London looked absolutely gorgeous the day before Christmas Day. And it did look a long way down, you're right. But I must be honest, I was more nervous actually doing the programme. We were talking to a lot of people, and we had a lot of complicated link-ups with the Falklands and that sort of thing. So.
Well there.
In the end, it did. It was the usual thing. The one link that didn't work at the beginning was a telephone link to a chap standing about 400 yards behind me in Regent's
Park. The Falklands
Park.
works, yes.
Yeah,
I thought he was great on it. He's smart, the helicopter and all that.
Oh, you've spoken up now, have you?
Yeah, I was falling asleep then, sorry about that, man.
Must getting his feeling back in his legs, right? It's those crow's feet coming into action.
Oh,
Thanks for your call.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Thanks a lot, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And Nicola Ashton on the line. Hello, Nicola.
Hello.
Hello, you're through to Noel.
Hello.
Hello.
On the Late Late Breakfast Show, after a person has been chosen to do an act off the whirly wheel, are you ever worried that the person will not be ready to do their act the next week?
It's a very, very good question. We did actually have one fear in this series. It would be extremely unfair for me to say who was the person, but there was one person who felt that for a number of reasons that they weren't going to be able to do the particular stunt that came up. And it was very good. We used professionals to train the people, so we took this person through very, very slowly and gradually built up confidence, because it's all very well to sit at home and think, oh, yes, I'd like to do that. And in many ways, it's very easy to sit at home and watch the stunt being done and think, oh, that's easy. But of course, if it's something that you've never ever done before in your life, and you've never appeared in front of cameras, and you've never appeared in front of a live audience, it can be difficult. So we had it once this series, but the person didn't let us down, and really it was one of the best tricks in the end. I mean, they rose to the occasion. So thankfully we haven't been let down.
Well, thank you for your call. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Right, Fred, that's all the calls we've got time for. Sorry if we didn't get through. And very quickly, you brought a bargain with you, haven't you?
Yeah, well, I thought it'd be appropriate, seeing these tend to be fairly coveted awards. I brought along a golden egg.
Right.
Which
Very
is
attractive too.
which is a special one, which is Crow, was that you?
No.
Oh, no,
I think it's the egg.
Oh, it's a fried egg, OK. Right, so one golden egg, and regular viewers of the programme will know that you only get a golden egg if you've done something really loopy and awful and naff and been caught by a camera. So this would be the one egg that goes to a viewer for
Somebody
not having done
loopy
a
and naff enough to write in. Right, OK, so that's the price. What are these things here? I mean, let me ask you about those.
Oh, yeah, well, have you got just time?
No, I don't think we have, actually.
Oh, go on. Where's the...
Yeah, go on,
Can you get on that one?
Well,
Go on,
there's
there's
your-
a challenge.
well,
for you.
holiday
Look at that.
snaps.
Just... Oh, sorry. There you go. Look at that. Look at the hat. That's one of my cows.
Anyway, while
Isn't it
Noel's
marvellous?
showing you his cow,
I
Saturday
showed you-
Superstore,
I showed you
BBC
a picture
Television,
of Mike Reed,
London
and it was-
W12 8QT is the address, right, to write in, and you have a question, don't you?
Yes, well, there's already been a clue to the question in some respects, but Christmas Day I was in a rather unusual place, a very long way above
There
London.
has been a very subtle clue.
Yes. So how high above London is that building?
Okay, how high above London is that particular building? The address, you know what you can win. Answers on a postcard, and now we've got some Kirsty MacColl coming up. This is a song written by Billy Bragg, produced by her husband Steve Lillywhite. This is a New England.
Not as high as that custard.